Hello. Whoa. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Felice, hello from not so sunny Florida. We in and out of the live tonight at your dad's. Stepmom moved into memory care the day before yesterday. He's having a hard time. Oh. Hi, Lisa. Oh, Felice, I am thinking about you. When you told me that I saw your text that you were in Florida. I figured you were going there to be with him for this. You're such a good daughter. It's a really hard thing. Lisa, Felice's father's wife, her stepmom, had to go into memory care, and she's down in Florida where is it freezing there still? Because I know it was really cold. They're having like weird weather. My sister was in Grand Cayman, and they had like wind and clouds and stuff, and normally it's just like sunny at this time of the year, and it's kind of been weird since they had the hurricane in Jamaica. It's so cold there. What's the temperature? Like 30s, 40s? I gotta grab something really quick. I'll be right back. 1 second. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I just saw, my sister just told me that they still haven't found Nancy Guthrie yet. And this is so crazy. What is going on in this world? I am telling you, it's weird. I want to see what your temperature is right now. We are, Lisa, you can tell us what your weather is too. Oh my God, it's balmy here. It's 30. 30 with a special weather statement. What does that mean? Fast-moving weather system will produce a short 3 to 5 hour period of accumulating snow late tonight into early Friday morning. While significant snowfall amounts are not expected, a burst of snow with rates up to 1 inch per hour could result in a period of slick travel. Oh my God. No. I'm going with no. Oh, Felice. So how's he doing? Does he like the people that are taking care of her? Oh, it's 72. That sounds so good, Lisa. Where are you? You in California or Florida? I've always loved like the San Diego idea. You broke your pinky toe yesterday walking around O'Hare. It was fun. Oh God. The only thing you can do is like take a Band-Aid and wrap it with the other toe that's next to it. Oh, Phoenix. That's where I went to school at Arizona State. Oh, 72. That sounds delightful. It really does. Oh, I can't even imagine walking through the airport like that. That sucks. Well, all I did today was drive to go get the palette. And the construction is beyond. Like, are we back in that already? Like, do they think it's spring already? I don't get it. Anybody else here? Can't wrap your pinky toe. It's too little. Oh, you can't like attach it to like the toe next to it with a Band-Aid. You know what you should do? Get on Amazon, they have the socks that you get like where it's like a tighter fit to like keep your big toe like separated, and it makes them like go together. There's like a sock like this. I know because I have bunion issues. Maybe that would help. It hurts when you break a toe, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ooh, I am freezing. I just was downstairs and the temperature difference, like up here, it's like a little bit warmer. I didn't even turn the lights on. I'm just a little out of it this week, I'll be honest. Oh, why did that just do that? Okay. Hi, Molly. We have Felice in Florida taking care of her dad. Her stepmom went into memory care yesterday. We have Liesel in 72-degree weather in Phoenix. Don't hate her too much. We're supposed to get snow tonight. Yay. Oh, I'm cold. Okay, so I took a little trip today. Is this bag like the cutest thing? They did it for Lunar New Year. I'm like, wow, it's so fancy. I don't think January is over yet. I don't think 2020 is over yet. How about that? Completely freaked out about the Savannah Guthrie mom thing. Like I don't understand how it had to be somebody who knows the house, because my sister was telling me that the camera, like from the Ring doorbell and whatever she had was disconnected, and whatever data there was, like they knew how to remove it. It's just weird. And they think that it was blood from a nose, and I don't even know. Like the whole thing is just so crazy to me. Wild. Just awful. We need something good to happen. Like I was hoping for a fresh start this year. You know what I mean? They're thinking it's the brother-in-law. Really? The brother-in-law of who? Of Savannah? Like her sister's husband or ex-husband? I saw her sister and her brother. I get an odd vibe from the sister and brother-in-law for sure. So when they were sitting on the couch, she was sitting with her sister. Who was on the other side of her? Was that not her brother? Or was that the sister-in-law's husband? Like, I thought that they were... Oh. The guy that just said something like really flat at the end and he like didn't speak, that one? I mean, you can tell that they've spoken to someone who knows how to talk to somebody who needs to hear we love her, our mother, like saying her name, her, how much we love her, and like how religious they are. And oh God, the sister's husband seemed so creepy. I thought that he was purposefully not speaking because they didn't want to intimidate whoever did this. I just thought that like the women talking was kind of like the safe route. Oh, those were the 3 siblings. The brother-in-law was not with them. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, that's Savannah's brother in the video. The brother-in-law is the question. Because when I was looking at them, they all had like the same mouth, like the same smile, but not smiling, but like the same. Wow. So is the sister married or divorced from the person that they think did it? Hi, Holly. We're just catching up. Oh, they're married and they think he did it? I mean, have they interrogated him? I wonder if he like paid. I can't even imagine. Very, very, very upsetting. Weird. Creepy. Holly, is it cold there? Sorry, guys. Okay. It's 36. The brother-in-law was the person of interest. It's so creepy. It's 36 degrees. Welcome to our world. Isn't it awful? It feels warm here today because it was in the 30s. It was like balmy. What's it like by you, Mal? Molly she's okay if there's sunshine. I hate the cold. The cold hurts. The news is so wild right now. I say I'm not going to watch anymore, but I do. Ugh. I'm telling you that I said this the other day. My mental health needs help. There's just too much. Oh, it's a balmy 31 there. Did you get your bathing suit and your towel, your sunglasses, and just go? We need a break. We need a break from all of this. We just do. It's just the facts of life. Okay. So I was listening to a podcast today. And I've been thinking a lot about this. And I think I have some things that I can do like for giveaways. Ooh. She set me up with like a whole bunch of little knickknacks in here. Let's see what else is in here. You're still shadow banned on Instagram? You got to get one of your kids to take care of it. It's the only way. Ooh. She gave me all these perfumes. Tulip, Aloe Astral, and Young Rose. And Summer Rain. Well, I don't really want any summer rain, but I'll take the summer. I don't know how you get out of that unless you get, the only way that I can think of to do it is if you get verified. Oh, matches. Oh, this is a candle. She said she was giving me a candle. Let's see what it smells like. Let's see what summer rain smells like in the middle of February. It's much more delightful than you would think. It's so cute. Should do this as like a little giveaway tonight. A little candle for somebody. That would be nice. Candle and matches, and I'll put some little knickknacks in there. It smells good. You just got Desert Dawn perfume from them, and it's really good, very light. I need to like get into perfume. Hello, Maria. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. I need many thumbs. Vesuvio. I did have them open it. I highly recommend that you do that just to make sure. I'm going to try to get my fingerprints off of here. I wanted it to be pretty, but I had to open it and make sure that all the shadows were in there because they're so soft. This is so pretty. Here, let me. Hi, Maria. Thanks for the reminder. Hi, Maria. Oh, here she is. Very pretty. I do like that they put the shades on the back and stuff, but like going back and forth is hard. I wish there was a way that they could just put like a little corner like of the mirror, you know? She's really pretty. I mean, it's an interesting color story for sure. Different than anything they've done. I have a picture actually that I want to show you guys. There's another palette. What the heck just happened? Okay, my screen went like full size and I'm not used to that. I'm always like tiny on the screen. There's another palette that they're going to release. Damn, this keeps doing this. And it's very much like this one, which is so strange to me. Why will my pictures not open? Okay, here we go. Did you guys see Mary Phillips is putting out a foundation in a couple of days? I want to talk about it. Okay, here. I gotta see where I took. Okay. Check this out. So the only thing that they know about when I talk to the people at the store, they're like, you know more than we do. But I gave them the picture. And it's not coming out till October, so you don't have to worry about saving your money for this one. Okay, here. Okay, so I know it's very hard to see. The palette that's, well, hold on. Okay, maybe it's just upside down. Yes. Okay. So the one on the right is the one that hasn't been released yet. It's just that it's going this direction. I don't know how they did that. But yeah. So the one on the right is the one that's coming out for fall. And it just doesn't seem very autumnal to me. I was like, well, obviously they just figured out that there were too many colors and they liked too many of them, and so they were making another palette. I don't know. But I think it's an odd color story for fall. Okay, here, let's see what's going on here. You were able to pick up the VB Orchid palette at Nordstrom because the link. Oh, I'm so glad. I heard that Nordstrom sold out of it really fast. And mine's coming tomorrow. I'm really excited. I think it sold out there pretty quick. It did. It did. I put an extra one in my cart after purchasing the first one, and in hours it showed sold out. Wow. Wow. I think the same palette, just the shadows are changed around. No, it's totally different. Totally different. You wanted to see how fast it would sell out. That was a smart thing to do when you get the, you better hurry. We're almost out. That's a really gorgeous feel-good palette. It is, I mean, if you had to ask for a palette that would cheer up your winter day, this is probably it. It's just like a little rainbow. It's interesting. When they put out, let me grab the other palettes. Now, I missed, I think, the first two. The first one that I ever got, I'm really living dangerously here with these palettes, was Remembrance. This is the first one that I got. It's all like warm tones. There was one before this that had, I think there were two before it, actually. I have to look. I think that there were two of them before that one. The one that made me go crazy was this one. Like, this is a palette for me. I mean, this is me in a palette. Love it. Give me like a couple like smokier colors that I could throw in with it, and I'm good. Like, I could be fine with that. And I need to start using this palette more because I really like it. The person who makes their palettes, the designer, she's known for loving red, and you'll notice that there's red in every palette except for that one. So this is the one that just came out. I always want to call it Biblioteca because I took Spanish, but it's Bibliophilia. But they all have like pretty artwork. Now, I want to just look. I know there was one. I can't think of the name. Let me go to images. Okay, so this one, Kalahari. Let me pull this up. Okay. This one, Kalahari. I do not have this. Does anybody get this one? Mineral Escapes is the blue. This one was called Kalahari that I didn't have. And I think that there was one even before this that was like really bright and like a very bright color story. This one was designed in collaboration with Isabella French, Flora Kalahari of Isabella Beauty fame. No Byredo palettes. They are very soft formula and they're very fragile. They can pop out and you kind of have to press it back in. You have to be very careful when you're like jiggling it around. Neither do I. Like, well, Felice, you could do like a full perfume day there. It's extravaganza in there. I love it. I had like 2 seconds because there was so much construction and I just did not want to like have to sit in traffic. You have 3 Byredo palettes, but you're not getting this one. You don't like the color story, Maria? Which ones do you have? Do you have Kalahari? I'm going to take this one down. I swear there was one before it. This one. Oh, this is just another shot of, oh, I miss Temptalia. Who misses Temptalia so much? You don't think you're going to use it? Can't do big palettes anymore. I know they don't fit in bags. Eyeshadow's supposed to be coming back. I want to talk about something though. Hold on. This is Kalahari. I don't know if somebody can. Oh, here it is. This is the one that I said I would never have gotten anyway. Prismic palette. Okay. Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay, it won't get any bigger. It's this rainbow one in the upper right-hand corner. Let me see if I take this. The sharing on this is so weird. Here. This reminds me of the Circus palette from Natasha. Like, just throw a whole bunch of colors on there and call it a day. Like, I didn't even know what to do with this. I've only like swatched it. I really just should give it to somebody who is into color because this is just not my bag. But I decided to get this one. Because I don't have very many colors that I wear. I wear greens, like army greens, and I wear, I guess, purples sometimes, but I don't know. I don't really tend to favor like really colorful eye looks anymore. And even back when people were doing like very elaborate eye looks, I was never like a big color person. Did she retire? She rescues puppies now and dogs and like works with them. I think she got really sick of it. God, she was a machine. And she just was the most absolute constant source of information and accurate pictures and stuff. You're getting 3 of the new Tom Ford quads. Hopefully they are here soon. Are they new or new formula new? And where are the pictures? Hi, Sylvia. How are you doing? I sent you something the other day. I wear bronzer in my crease and VB Baslash mascara most of the time. I need to be more creative. I think this, new formula new. Okay. Let's hope that they can just make it as good as like the wet dry. I'd be really happy. Bronzer in the crease is not a bad thing. There's no apologies about that. But with something like this, I feel like you can, especially with one and dones now, I don't mind the idea of putting a color on my eye. And to be honest, it's just been so damn depressing here and everywhere. I'm certainly not the owner of depressing things right now, but I don't know. It seems very happy. This is the newest Byredo. Yes. And then there's one coming in October that looks a lot like it. You're getting yours tomorrow. Well, I accidentally heard one person talk about it, and I'm not going to go there until the end. But I want to talk about something first that I've been noticing, and I need to find out if this is of interest to anybody or if it's just me. Okay. I'm sitting on my phone the other night and I'm flipping through, and one of the accounts that keeps coming up is Retail Boss. And everything that came up was like a pop-up here and a blah blah there, and they opened up an experience here and a blah blah here. And I'm like, all these companies are producing experiences because people now, when they buy, want to buy into a world that they can be a part of, because it's not about quality. It's not about how fast you can get something, because most things are pretty good and you get them pretty quickly. But they want to be part of the group. They want to be part of the whole thing. This is why Rhodes sold for so much money. She had direct to consumer, a lot of buy-in, and only could go up. Like, she was a business that could explode because they had kept it very small. And I've been listening to a podcast about branding, and they talk about the art of branding. It's called The Art of the Brand. It's a really good podcast. And they talk about developing worlds and creating moments and having experiences. So this is what I think we should do. We should all put our money together and buy into real estate that's on, like, all the empty stores that are on the busy streets, and turn them into like venues that people can do pop-ups in, because all of the money now is being spent on experiences that people can have with the product and with the brand, so that they can be part of the world. And not only can they be part of it, but they have something to show on social media about the experience that they're having. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't need an experience. Like, my experience is I sit down, I put it on, and it makes me feel happy. I don't have to go somewhere where they've decorated everything and they're giving me drinks that are named after it. And there's all these Instagrammable moments where I can go and like take pictures with stuff, or celebrating a new perfume or launching a lipstick line. I don't get it. It's like they've seen people who are influencers go to these events. And so now it's become like a whole thing where in order to buy a product, you have to connect with the brand and go have an experience with the brand. Okay, there's so many things that I want to say about this, and please, I want to hear your thoughts. When I put makeup on to go out, my experience is not going to like do some makeup unless like I'm meeting Felice or something for shopping, you know, for fun. I don't understand these inauthentic, contrived, controlled situations that people want to go to be part of so that they can show other people that they were doing it and that they're part of that like tribe, group, brand. And it just was like, I swear, I was like, I'm going to pull it up, but I want to make sure that it's called Retail Boss, because it might be retail brand. I know that the initials were RB. In the span of like a few minutes of just scrolling last night, which you should just never do, there was a perfume, like a pop-up. There was like a Valentino. Here, I'm going to pull it up. Does anyone think this is weird as shit? Because I do. Maybe because the Gen Z don't go out like we did, so this is their going out. I think COVID messed us up in so many ways that it's hard to express. You do your makeup for you, period. I hear you, Holly. Yes, Holly's absolutely right. Same. It is for me. Most likely capitalism. Yeah, you know, I also just think that if you do something and it's not something that's Instagrammable, is that not a good thing anymore? Like, can you just go have fun with friends and go? I don't know what we used to do. We went to the mall, we went to a movie, we took a walk, you know, we laid in the sun, we went shopping. You know, I don't understand, like, why they have to be taken into a world that's been created. And then everybody has to vibe off of that world. And you want more people to create off of your creations. I mean, like, it's just, I decided I am old. I am fine with that. I have actually decided that it's good. Companies often chase the path of easiest profit, and unfortunately, consumers frequently make that possible. I read that most young people today don't want to own cars or drive. The world has changed so much. It's so sad. It is. I feel like the people who are young adults right now, including my son, because he was at just the wrong age to not be socializing. And I just feel like they don't know what to do anymore. And it's all social media showing people. I don't get it. They get everything delivered to them, but they can't make a phone call. They can't like call or make a reservation somewhere, or call and order a pizza like to a human. They don't know how to do this. It is so odd that the first reaction for many now when they are out and about is to reach for their phone to video. I always forget. I hope to forget. Like, I want to be having so much fun that I'm like, we didn't take any pictures. Oh, well, we have our memories. You know, like, even back when we did take pictures, you would take your film to get developed and either hope that you got like some good shots and you weren't like, you know, closing your eyes in half of them, or some of your film didn't take pictures, or it was overexposed, or whatever. Like, it was a mystery. You didn't know what was going to be on the camera. But also, I don't think that it was a bad thing. Like, I just feel the young kids, and I'm not talking about like the kids that are like young adults. I'm talking about the youngers. What are they? The alphas. They want to put their phones away. They like having less screen time. They're understanding that their whole life is in front of a screen. And I'm guilty of it. I used to read books like I consumed them. I mean, I'm a reading specialist who rarely reads right now. It's just such a weird thing. I don't know. The whole thing just like hit me with the pop-up and the virtual experience and the, you know, and all of them, Valentino, YSL, Prada, all of them. And what we already know is that the makeup, the buy-in stuff that's not part of like the Dior like couture or Chanel couture, it's all funded through the makeup that we buy. That's the only reason why we have couture. And I think we should have it. Believe me, I think there's like a purpose for it, but we pay for it. Anyway, I might have to do a thing about it because I'm panicked that our children's children have no chance to have like a fun, normal life. All right, you guys, this palette is about to be swatched by the worst swatcher in the world. The alphas that I work with all read books on their breaks. It gives you hope. That's so refreshing. I mean, Substack is getting big. That's kind of a huge thing. All right, I do not want to drop this. Here we go. I'm going to move these to a less precarious spot because we know I drop things all the time. Although my hands are pretty good today. Okay, I'm going to move the comment for a minute. I have to take my jacket off. What I want to see, from the way it looks, I think there's two mattes in the whole palette. So it might need a friend. But I'm okay with phone a friend. We have so many of these, you know, type of palettes now that we've talked about with just mattes that build a color. I'm still upset that they've stopped teaching cursive. Ugh. I know. Don't even get me started. We are not savages. Your son is reading and writing from Stephen King. Started to tell him about all the classic King books, and he didn't realize how many modern themes were from these books and how many of them were made into films. You know? I cannot wait to use those icy blues in the Vesuvio palette. I am excited to swatch them. I really am. All right. I did want to just give you guys a little to load. Hold on, guys. Something's going on here. I might need to go get my tech support. Okay. Is this loading? I'm sorry. I'm better than I was the other day. Okay. So Ismaya used to be the one that did the colors for these, and Lucia Pica is the one that did the Vesuvio palette. She's known for her distinctive emotional approach to color and her ability to make bold shades feel intentional. Love that word. It's my word of the year. Modern and sophisticated. We'll talk about her color philosophy and how the design language shows up clearly. So she likes red. We know that she likes red. And this definitely has a couple of those rustier colors. If you look at the palette, it's kind of like cool to warmer, but they're all sort of seeming like they're soft. Let's go. I'm going to go down, I think. Well, I'll go across. I only want to do 4 at a time, though. Okay, so this is down at the bottom. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Should I put a picture of the palette next to this, or will it be too hard to see? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they are light. I'll do it one more time. I don't know how people do this. Okay, so we've got very light colors because you guys know how white I am. Is that better? It might be a little bit better. I don't know. Hang on. We're going to try this again. We're going to start over. I'm going to do smaller swatches and concentrate it because they're sheer formula, and I want to make sure that we can really capture what the pigment really looks like. Okay. Now wait to use those icy blues. Oh my God, so pretty. All right, let's do this again. So I am doing these 4 down at the bottom. And you can see I've got a fair amount on my they are light. They're very sheer. Oh, this is terrible. I'm like the worst swatcher. They shouldn't even let me. There. Okay. I mean, there they are. I don't know if I can like get the camera closer. Like this is just like not. I feel like I'm not doing them justice. All right, we're going to zoom into my arm. There we go. There's our first 4. Okay. Now we're going to do light blue, this one, and then these 2. So we've got like a powdery blue, a black with like, looks like, I can't tell if there's sparkles in it or if sparkles got on it. Then we've got these rusty golds over here. Yeah, these colors are much deeper. I'm going to just have to like turn. There we go. This pigment is beautiful. The black can be really smoked out. And these aqua colors, like there's little sparkles in them. I mean, these are even really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, I'm happy. All right, let's try to fit some more on my arm. I'm going to need like another arm. Okay, next I'm going to do these 4. Go into over here. Oh, we got a matte. We have 2 mattes. This is a matte. This is a matte. And they feel very different in the pan. There we go. These are very interesting feeling. They are not all the same formula, that is for sure. Like some of them feel thicker than the others. Okay, we're going to go across the bottom now. These 4. Wow, it's like a Valentine. Very pretty. The textures are so different. The payoff is good though. I mean, there we go. Interesting. Okay, we're going to go with the last 2. Those are the last 2. So all in all, I feel like we've got a really interesting assortment of colors. And we have, I don't know if the black is considered a matte. I think it is. There may be some sparkles in it or on it, but there's like hardly any. So the mattes are this one and this one. And then this, I'm sorry, this one down at the bottom seems like it would be a matte. Let's see what it says. It just says the names. And honestly, like, I want to be the namer of makeup names. I think that would be like a fun job. Very soft, delicate, and soothing colors. The light blue. I know the blues are definitely kind of the stars here. This whole section. And I love that. It's just a very pleasing to look at palette. Now, I don't see myself using a whole lot of yellow. And we did have a lot of the golds in the last palette. Let's look at them together. So this is, oh, I gotta zoom back out. Oh no, well, I just completely stuck my nail into one of them. Okay, this is the Bibliophilia, and this is today's with the new dark color that I gouged. So you can see, like, there's definitely a tendency toward like rusty reds. And Remembrance was pretty much all warm. But what a gorgeous palette. This is a great face palette too. And then I feel like this is going to really complement some of those, especially down at the bottom. I don't know. We're going to play. All right. Let's see what she's made of. All I have on right now is a little Patrick Ta, and I purposely just put it here like I would if I was framing my eye, and this is just concealer. So I'm not going to take this off for the first round. Any requests? Are we all up for the blues? Is that what we want? Do we want blues? These are going to have to be anchored with some sort of a matte. I just kind of like want to see what like one of the lighter colors would look like as a base. I'm going to go down at the bottom to this corner, kind of pinky peach. I just want to see how that applies. Oh, the pigment is beautiful. Look at the shine. It's really got a pretty sheen to it. Let me zoom you in. See that? I'm going to go into the pinky one next to it. They're powdery, but they always have been. This is not going to be like a look that I would ever go out in, but I want to try to do as many colors as I can before I have to take this off. So this is the pink down at the bottom. I wish that there was a way for me to put, if you guys want to pull up just like on your screen on Byredo.com, the palette picture is there if you want to see it. Or you can take a screenshot of my story that I did. So this is like the baby pink. And they're not like that, like reflective wet look. The pink almost reads like a matte. This one more like a satin. It's definitely a drier texture formula. I'm going to do some weird stuff and just try to, I'm going to pull this pinky red and see what it looks like. See how much pigment we can get. You can definitely get some. I mean, that's pretty vivid. It's not like a buttery formula. You know, like these don't feel, they feel powdery. Let's see what it's like with a finger. I'm going back into this first color. I just want to see how much you can get when you use a finger. I'm going to go to like a disco after this. I feel like discotecking. Neat. I'm going to take another yellow. Yeah, I mean, these, you're going to be able to do a lot with these shades. Let's take a little rusty one. I feel like this is like the Natasha Denona sunset. All right, I'm going to go into the cooler area. Okay. I'm going to go into this blue, this one right here. It seems like it's the least reflective. Let's see if we can. You can see it's like a powdery texture. It's pretty smooth. I mean, to me, it feels pretty easy to spread. That's a gorgeous color. Wow. This is all just this first one right here. Let's just see one and done what this is like, because this is beautiful. And I really do feel like putting these with the anchor like I did is the way to go. Unless you just want to do a wash. But that is pretty. I'm going to go into the next shade over. I'm just going to use the other side of the brush just to see, because it looks like it's more glittery. It's not picking up as easily. And just see if I can get like a little shine right here. Well, that's pretty. It's reflective. They're not wet looking though. I feel like some of the palette, like the one that we just had, the colors looked like they were kind of wet. I'm going to take this gold, even though I said I wasn't going to, just because I think it's a good contrasting color. I just want to see what happens when you layer. Get a little fallout on that. Let me wipe off. They're sparkly, but they're not like super shiny, like the pigment itself. And maybe that's by design. And there's only a couple mattes in here, and we'll try to work with them. We'll see how they perform. I gotta dry off. Blue's so pretty. Okay, so let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. The palette that we just had, see how it's like reflective? This one looks wet. This just looks sparkly. Am I crazy? See that from the other palette? No, maybe I'm crazy. It's better. All right. I don't know. The colors are like a nice way to say hi to the spring. They're nice. They are nicer that they aren't wet looking. You think that they are nicer because they're not wet looking. You don't like the wet look. All right, we're going to try out the matte just to see what happens here. So I'm going to go into this matte. It's kind of a warm choice. Like, I don't think this is going to be great with the warmer tones. I mean, the cooler tones. I feel like that's not going to ever look like a shadow on somebody with my skin tone. But let's just look at the other matte while we're here. This one I think is more neutral. And it blends nicely. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take the purple. There we go. Got a little disco. I'm liking the disco. The 80s are back. We're supposed to be maximalists now. This is me being maximalist. That's a neat color. That's this one. That's an interesting color, isn't it? It's like the shimmer, when you look at it like up close like this, it looks like it's just like a metallic. But then when you get close, aside from it being metallic, there's also like a glitter to it. So that's kind of fun. All right, let's go back over to this other blue that we did not get to yet, this more silvery color. And I want to go in with this. It's not totally matte. It's like a black that has maybe blue sparkles in it, but the pigment is a matte. Like, so it behaves like a matte because the shadow is matte and it just has the particles in it. Let's see how this does with a brush. It seems to be blending nicely, and sometimes these darker shades can like get away from you, but I guess when you're talking about like a more sheer formula, it's going to be more sheer even if it's this smoky color. Let's throw some icy fun into the mix. That's pretty. That's very frosty, actually. It's got that reflective quality. I don't like the wet look for me. Remember the 80s wet hair look? Yes. Wow, pretty. The purple is where it's at. Yeah, I mean, it is interesting. Let me take this off. I like the fact that they're colors, but they're not like bold. If they're bold, I can't do bold. And honestly, some of these, I want to try wetting them and seeing if we can use them as a liner, because I feel like it's a much more easy way to wear color. Okay. Doing the best I can here to not have to take off my mascara. Okay. Let's give a little concealer. I look like a movie star. I look like somebody who's dressing up to play like, remember like when you were younger and you would play like, let's be movie stars. My sister and I used to play camp counselor and camper. And we had students in class and we would have like class lists, and we were both destined to be teachers, I think. Born into it. All right. I'm taking requests. What do we want to see? Should I build out like an actual look, like something that I would really wear? I'm just going to use the Patrick Ta because it's so middle of the road. All you need are two mattes that are in your collection. Something that you can, you know, kind of blank everything out, and something to go in your crease. If it's your bronzer, it's your bronzer. If it's your eyeshadow, it's your eyeshadow. You don't have to be fancy about it. And I only do this part to make this come out further. And then just my up and out. I mean, this is like the fastest way I can get out the door. Is just like that. And on the other side, I'll just do a different color to give it a little bit more pigment. And I'm going to go into the matte in the palette, the brown, because it's there. I think that you should do your foundation after you put this on, because I do think that either use a, something like a glitter glue or a concealer or something for it to stick to, because it is really powdery and I can see like I'm starting to get like that darkness look underneath. It's one that you definitely want to do your base after. Okay, well, this is looking smoky. So I'm going to go into, what have we not used? I'm going to go into this one. This is like a fun, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a green gold. Of course, it's the one that I stabbed and it's so pretty. I like the way these colors are shifting. You don't need more than one color of this, because the colors, when you have them on like this, appear as more than one color. And not in a duochrome way, just in a, like the reflect in them reads a different color than the base pigment. It's interesting. Looks like VBC gray. Ooh, that would be pretty with this, wouldn't it? Let's see if we can make one of these into a liner. Grab some spray. I'm going to go into just the reddish color because we can see it easily. It's still wet. Yeah, I mean, you can get a little kapow out of it with a little setting spray. Don't forget my trick. Just do it from the bottom and you'll never run into problems. It just goes right where it's supposed to. And if you have it on the top, you can kind of connect them and have your wingish. Now, if I take this color, I don't know why I would take this color, but no, I want to leave that. I want to leave that. I want to go into this yellow from the top. It's not the same formula as the shadows in the other palette. This to me feels, this color, even though it has like a satiny look, it's a very dry shadow. And I don't know how this is going to wear, because I feel like you're going to need some setting spray. All right, we're going to just do one and done, see what we think. Okay. Anyone? Pick one. Are they dry? Takes a second. All right, let's put a lid on. I'm just putting a little setting spray on them, you know, just the Lisa Eldridge, just to see if I can get a better stick. Mm-hmm. Put a little concealer down. Okay. Now I just need a moment. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I'm kind of feeling that. I want to see if we just did one color, if it would really look super dimensional. Staying in this one pan. I'm being careful not to go above here just yet, because I have to see how far I'm going to be able to go. I look like a stewardess from like 1974. Wow. That's one color. The one next to it is the one that has like the really cool pearl in it. This one. Look at that. I want to put this on here. Oh my God, I wish we were going to like Mexico and I could go to like the discotecas like when I was in the 80s and think that I was just so cool with my eyeshadow. Look at that color. Play with the light. That's too much. It's a pretty color. Let's go pinky purpley on the other side. I'm going to try this big brush that I've not tried, number 36 from Rougher. I'm going to go down to that one that we started with the other time that I thought was so pretty. It's like a pinky peach. I just want to light up this part of my eye. It's pretty. Right, let's go into the soft pink. I'm just turning the brush to kind of use it on its side. I'm going to go underneath with this deeper pinky purpley color. They'll probably be really pretty with like some liner. I'm going to go into the deeper purpley pink. See, some of these colors, like, they don't look like much in the pan, and then you put it on and you're like, whoa. Because I'm kind of in the whoa right now. I will probably be using this for a wash of color or as a liner in real life. Some of these blues and stuff I would definitely wear. I just feel like if I started to like put together a look of just, let's say, like the pinky purples, I'm going to start getting into some 80s territory that I don't know if I'm ready to go back to. This is the bright pink. And the colors can be really soft. And they're not super, super buildable because I think you'd have to use a finger. Or maybe not the kind of brush that I'm using, but yeah, here's an 01. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that they're colorful, but they're controllable. See, this kind of color for me is like the Mineralscapes. And this is territory that I haven't been in a long time, and maybe it'll be a fun place to be for a little while. Put a little gray with it. I mean, if we're going to do mauve, we should probably do gray because we're probably going back to that era. I remember all the furniture in our dorm room was mauve and gray. That's pretty. Cool it down a little bit. They're definitely powdery. All right, guys, I'm taking a 2-second break to go to the bathroom. I want to start kind of playing with this like in a pretty intentional way. These are extremely soft, and I've already had to like push a couple of them back down. So just be aware that they are fragile little babies. And when you look at it like this way, you can see that some of them are higher than the others because they were each pressed in differently. This one's much lower. Look at that. See how it's the reflect in these that's such a different color. It's almost like they are mattes with sparkles. And I know that that sounds insane because it sounds like when they tell us that it's a luminous matte. But the way these behave, some of them, is more like a matte than... I'm going to swatch each one on my hand when I come back, and we're going to examine this because I don't know. There's something different about this palette. Not in a bad way, just I thought that there were only 2 mattes, and I think I might be wrong. I feel like there might be some sparkly mattes. I don't know what to call them. So mattes with shimmer? Is there such a thing? I think there is. There you go, you guys. Take 2. I'm taking requests from Remembrance, from Bibliophilia, even though I want to call it Biblioteca, and Mineralscapes. So we can put them all together in whatever order we want. Or if you want me to build a look using the neutral, I got to take off this mascara. Like it was okay for like the first 5 times that I took it off, but we're kind of there. When do you guys wear color? Are you color on a daily basis? Are you color for a special occasion? Are you color like on a Saturday night? Do you just do it to put yourself into a better mood? Is it about the clothing that you're wearing? Because I can say kind of all the above. When I go reach for something, sometimes I have my clothes on first. Sometimes I have my makeup on first. Usually, I get dressed before I put makeup on. But not always. Like not if we're going to be home for a while, or if I have to blow dry my hair, or I'll like be in my robe because I love my robe. Do you guys have robes? Does everybody live in a robe? Oh, that feels so nice to have that off. Okay. 2 minutes. I opened up my phone and Peter Thomas Roth, you know, the brand Peter Thomas Roth. This is from Peter Thomas Roth Official. He was in Jeffrey Epstein's physics class. Jeffrey Epstein was his teacher when he was 17 in the 12th grade. They stayed in touch casually in the near 5 decades that followed. He visited his apartment to show him some skincare products that he shipped to him at his request, and left after a brief meeting in his dining room, never present with him for any activity that was inappropriate, never attended his parties, never flew on his plane, never traveled to his island. And it says, when allegations surrounding Epstein's behavior first surfaced, I was in disbelief that he could have committed such heinous crimes. I was gravely mistaken. He must be having like a PR nightmare right now. I'm horrified by the crimes he committed and the lasting impact that they have had on his victims, and I deeply regret maintaining any association with him after leaving the Dalton School. Wow. I really were color neutrals are my jam. Same. I'm going to do what I would really do, and I'm going to do it with another palette. I'm going to do it with this one. This is the Curator Minimalist. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use the mattes that are in this one and try to go into more of like a mauve-y look by using the mauve mattes, because I think this is going to make me feel more comfortable with the whole thing. All right, I'm going to take the light shade over here, just dust my lid so things are smooth. As smooth as my eyelids can be, which, by the way, you guys, I'm going again for that rolling thing. This, I have not even used my zip in days. There's such a difference that I am feeling about my face, and this is still, I mean, obviously going to be an issue because I need a bluff, but this, there's nothing you can do except for, you know, do this micro needling, and I think it's helped a lot, and I've only done it once. I'm going to be scabbing all over again. I don't care. I also, since it's just the three of us, whoever's still left in here, I am using an estriol cream now, and I'm using a little bit of it on my face. So we're going to see what I think about that. Not recommending it to anybody else, not a doctor, just a woman in menopause. The Hourglass Quad always looks so pretty. It is such a good one. It totally reminds me of the same color idea as my favorite Chanel palette, which name I cannot remember right now because I have no brain. Tissé Rivoli. Okay, I'm going to take the soft kind of mid-tone matte and just put a little of it up here. I'm not hanging down quite as far. I'm not even going to take anything out at this point. I just want something on there that's kind of mellow. And now I want to go into like this section, like these colors. And I want to see, I'm going to take the soft pink on here, this guy. And I am going to just put a little of it here. Because I don't want to have too much pink where I'm looking sick. It's like the right pink. I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to take this lavender, purpley, kind of smoky color and bring it out. That's pretty. I'm going to take a little of this darker kind of smoky blacky kind of color just to see if I can push this back a little bit. It's literally about making it dark where I want this to go back. See how it looks like it's further back now? I'm going to go into this pinky purple. It's kind of fiery when you go into it. It's going to be a lot. I'm going to go back into this smokier color. See, then you can really start to see, like, the fallout is there, but it's pretty. Take a little of this yellow. Yellow is not a color like that I would normally think of myself as wearing. But we're looking for 80s maximalism, and I'm trying to go for like a sky look here. A little bit more of this purple again. And then this smokier purple. I mean, the colors are beautiful, and they really are an interesting bunch. I want to do what I said I was going to do, and I want to swatch these on my hand. And I want to look at the formula of these because I don't feel like there are only two mattes in this palette. Hello, Felice. Did your dad go to sleep? You think that's pretty? Clair Obscure. Yes. Love Clair Obscure. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the picture up because we need a picture. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take the first three and put them on my hand, and we're going to look at the formulas because It's like that luminous matte idea, but we need to break this down. All right, I'm dried off. All right, I'm going to go into the first two. And for you, it's the first two. Let me take off the comment. These two yellow guys right here. Let me close this. Okay. Do you see how this one is like grabbier? This is more sheeny, and this is less shine and just I'm going to smooth these out because I think that's only fair. This is behaving like a matte, and this is behaving like a satin. And I feel like if you rub this, it's going to like blend away. That's how powdery it is. Okay. I'm going to stay on the warm side first. Okay, my next two are going to be on the bottom and the middle. See how this one's like kind of skippy? And smooth them out. These both are just magnificent. They adhered well. They are metallic. They seem almost like the same formula. This one may be a little bit chunkier. But I'm not saying chunky in a bad way because some of these are textured. Hello. Hi, Rebecca. All quiet on the Western Front. Everything good? Not all quiet or all quiet? Okay, I'm going to do this bottom two. So in the picture, all the way to the right, these two. Oh, it's loud. Is it coming out of your house or from far away? I'm going to ask Rebecca. Rebecca, do you think that these formulas are different than the last palette? Like these two behave like mattes. Far enough away. Okay. You think they're a bit creamier? Oh, I think they're drier. Okay. Powdery ones are more sheer. Yes, definitely. But some of them behave like they're matte, even though they're not. Like, I like the sheerness because I think that that is pretty with color. The formulas are not all the same. But I also don't think it's the same as the last palette. Okay, just because I'm going to take these two warm ones that we have left before we get into our blue era. So on the picture, it would be these two. Wow. I'll tell you, orangey, rusty colors must be easier to make. Like these reddish kind of autumnal colors are much more bold than the pinks that we just looked at. Now these both have pearl running through them, but they also have a sheen. All right, we're going to move over to the blue zone. I don't want to hard pan these. I'm going to do this one up here. Here, let me show you on here. I'm going to do the third one, no, the fourth one down over here with this corner one over here, because I want to do these three together. Well, maybe I'll just do all the blues. Anything blue or gray. And these are very fragile, guys. Yeah, these are such, you can feel that they're all different. Okay. So on my hand, just so you know, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's just like the L, the upside down L. Okay. I love these. I love everything about these. They're all similar in tone. I'm going to try to darken these just so you can really get like a good representation. I'm going to add this one. Okay. And this is as deep as I'm going to get them. Do you see how this is shiny? This one is shiny and sparkly. This one is like smooth as a matte. Like, for all intents and purposes, it's a matte. And then this one is like a metallic. So even though like these tones are all beautiful and like could make a great look together, the textures are what differentiate them. And that's cool, I think. And maybe we'll look at the palette like that. And if we do, and we're looking at it in kind of like quads, I think we have some like stunning looks here. You know how Natasha does her palettes and like anything touching anything else can go together? I have no idea what this person does, but when I look at this, like would love to see like the gray with the brown. There's just a lot of options. And I love when you can do something in color that's interesting because of the texture. I want to use this one again. I want to go into the one that I think is behaving like a matte. And just see if we can dust. I have no primer on or anything, but oh well. Okay, so this is the one that I said just could be a matte, and clearly it could be a matte. But I kind of like it as a base. Okay. We're going to get some little brushes here. I want to go into this one first. This is not picking up easily on the brush. I'm pressing pretty hard. And I'm getting some. Take this across on an angle. That's really pretty. I'm going to go into the one that's kind of more sparkly, which would be the second one from this side. See how there's more sparkle in it? I'm going to put this one in the center. Just to add that, like, ooh, that's pretty. Like, that's really pretty. Okay. I'm going to go to the one that's kind of smooth. This guy. Take a really little brush. I really want this to be lit up and smooth. So I'm going for the one that's not super chunky for right here. I'm just putting a little light. That's pretty. Now to get a little smokiness, I'm going to take a tiny amount of the black, like on the side of a brush. I just want to get a hint of smokiness and just hit that one spot that I want to push back a teeny bit, just to give my eye like a little bit of contour. And this sparkly guy is the one that's really going to make it a party. It kind of reminds me of a Danessa color, that one, the way it changes. But the thing that I love is that some of these are really smooth. And so like where I'm not smooth, I can use these and it doesn't make my eye look more textured. I'm going to have mascara on. In fact, I'll put some on for this one. Okay. You know I'm going for the Vast Lash. think these shadows are incredibly beautiful, almost in a way that's like jewelry that can be layered. And I love the fact that you can do a look that seems like it's all one color, kind of color story, like a quad that you would put together, except you have more options and you can kind of play off of the other colors. Okay, I'm not going to put any on the bottom, but I am going to tight line because I do want to get as much bang for my buck here as I can. You think you like these, Felice? Ooh. The funny thing is I have a palette from Suku from a couple winters ago that are these tones, and I love it. Let's put a little on the bottom. I love that these four shadows can like work together. Go into one of the ones that's more smooth. That's pretty. And there's like a creamy kind of color. I just want to take a tiny bit of it to just add a little extra light right there. That's really pretty. Love it. Some of these are so smoothing. That's really pretty. See how there's different textures. I'm going to do the same thing with like the pinkies or the rusties. You guys choose. You're still here doing your nails. I love it. I kind of like the idea that these are different finishes than Biblio. I mean, with an 18 shadow palette, like, I don't know how many formulas that one company can have, but these are totally different than the ones that are like in like the little egg. Pretty color, sophisticated color. Oh, I like that. All right, for those of you who are warm, I'm going to go warm on this side. I'm running out of brushes. I'm going to be washing brushes for like 5 years. Okay, I'm going to use the matte that's in this palette because it's like a rusty, kind of warm, not terribly warm, but it's a nice brown. I'm just doing this quick. Just overcorrecting here. Okay, forget about brushes. I'm going in with fingers. I want to show you first what we're working with. This one just doesn't swatch very well. Okay. So we've got this one is a smoother gold. This is a chunkier gold. And then we have, this is a more textured rust, and this is a smoother rust. So I think there's like a kind of, there's like a little yin for every little yang in here, which is kind of nice. Obviously, I'm going to start with the smooth ones because Lord knows I need to be smooth. Okay. This is going to be the smooth rust color. And it's nice and sheer. That's pretty. I'm going to take the other side of this brush and go into the more textured color of the rust. See if we can get some interesting shift. This one's not showing up super well. I'm going to use my finger. That one's a meh. I'm going to go into the smoother gold. And get some brightness. God, who knew that I would really like a yellow eyeshadow, but I kind of do. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more of this matte brown and just scoot this out a little bit. And since one of these rust colors isn't really working for us, I want to go back in with the other one and just get a little bit more coverage. I'm going to take this textured gold, go right in the center, right at the edge there. Now you can kind of see the shift. I'm going to try one more time with this one and maybe just pat it. There we go. It didn't want to come to the party, but it came as an unwilling participant. I'm going to take some of this rust, just bring it down. Let's throw on some mascara, give it a curl. I think that there are a lot of looks to be had in this palette where you are concentrating on the colors that are close to each other with formulas that are very different from each other. Like where one will be more metallic and smoothing, the other one will be a little bit more almost like a matte or a very textured sparkle. Tightline it. Like 100 brushes to wash. So I know it looks kind of goofy together, but this is our rusty. There we go. Sort of like Renaissance Mineralscapes. It's a nice one to have because you have options. And look at the different. I mean, when I go back and forth like this on here now, you can really see the color changing. I think it's a fun palette. I think it's a fun palette. I want to add a little red. Just see if it reads as like a... Yeah. Well, that's one way to like bump up the rust and like just give it like a little bit of the red color because it's like a glitter. Well, that's kind of fun. You really have a lot of options. I want to really look at the colors that are in the new versus Mineralscapes first. Okay, so we're really looking over here. The colors are completely different. Like this is more of like an aquamarine, almost opal. Whereas like over here you have, it's a little bit more subdued. It's fun. A little more of the matte. Yeah. Your back had to get hubby up the stairs. He had his gel injected into his knee today. Ouch. You are always taking good care of him. Yeah, we've got our... these colors are magnificent. I mean, they're so different. But I think what really is making this a special palette is the fact that they're giving us colors that are very close to each other. But the textures of them are what's going to make the difference on the eye. Whether or not you're going to have a sparkle or like more of a sheen, more of a metallic, or a semi-matte, or this is a matte and this is a matte. And actually, I don't think these are bad choices because one's warm and one's cool. So you could, you know, properly shade and build these out with this, or you could just one and done them. But even a one and done, if you did the one color and you just did the sparkly one in the middle, like that's really, to me, like a one and done. Like that's a one and you're really done because you got the little sparkles in there. It's a textural difference. Very neat. Very cool palette. Really like it. I think it's fun. And I think that it's very cleverly set up. God, I need to move back. To give you a really wide range of colors and looks. I mean, very pretty. And I like the different textures. To me, it's like what Danessa Myricks does. Things are texturally different, and it just adds another layer. You don't want to be, you know, screaming like me with, you know, 8 different colors like I had before. The way that you can do something like this is 2 shades, and I put a little something on the inner, you know, corner just to brighten it up. And I didn't even do the bottom on this one. So I like it. If you have the Renaissance one, I don't think it's like this, even though it's got those warmer tones. Maybe some of the ones in Bibliophilia. You can look at the reds and stuff. I might keep calling it Renaissance. I'm sorry. Remember, I want to call it Biblioteca and Renaissance, and there's no Renaissance. In Remembrance palette that I've always loved, next to the last in the middle row. This one or this one? If this is 1 and you're numbering across, the last, this one. Did I just hit this one again? This guy? Okay. Which one, sweetie? This one? Bibliophilia? This guy? Or is it the blues? No. Whoa. This one? Yes. Okay. It's like mink. That is a great shade. Oh, it's like the perfect taupe. Oh, there's a lot of shades in Suku like this. A lot. I do love that one. Oh, that is, see, that is my kind of a matte. Like that is just like very native to me. It's a great color. Do I think that I could do a look similar to this using this? Maybe. But this is This even has like a little warmth to it, which you could get from here just by combining colors. Whereas like the shades in the new one have both of them in one color, you know, like in each pan, which I think is kind of cool. It is such a good color. I'm telling you, there are tons of colors like this in Suku. Let me grab one. I'll show you one right now. That's a permanent. I think that when you find a shade that's like your perfect shadow color, and I do mean literally a shadow, look at this palette. This is a permanent palette. I was like, I'm not buying this. This is ridiculous because of this one color. Look at these browns. So pretty. What else is this reminding me of? I think one of the VBB colors is like this. In the Victoria. That's way later. Never mind. I'm trying to think of another color that's like this. This is the Sisley palette. It's going to be lighter. That's pretty darn close. I think there's also one in the Dolce & Gabbana palette. The top of this one, I always like feel like these are going to fall out. It's a little bit lighter, but it is a really, it's like that Tom Ford one that was like you could screw off the top or you could do like the cream. This was like the color of the cream. Do you remember that? This also looks like a Syrah brown that I've seen. So Suko is like Shiseido, buttery. It's Japanese, so it's probably similar. I'd like to find you something in this country, though. I think we could probably manage that. You know what I think might have that color is if someone has the darkest Prada nude, there's a color like that in there. Oh, wow. I'm going to give it to you. Maybe not as spectacularly, but this is damn close. Oh, it's greener. It's really a good color. I will find you a dupe. Not a dupe, but a copy, another one like this. This is my favorite kind of a color. It's like that mink brown. Does anybody want to take a stab at this? What about Chanel? Utopian Dream? I feel like it was in... Let's look at Clear Obscure first. Okay, this is the same tone, but in a Chanel formula. I'm going to re-swatch the other one. So it's kind of a purpley brown, which is like my favorite kind. Okay, Utopian Dream. It's much lighter, the one on the top, but it's that same color family. Interesting color. I feel like it's like a single. Okay, so at the bottom, if you can still find it, Perur Cristal is like almost exactly the same. We gotta find you one. I will look. I will find the purpley taupest color that I have. That Byredo palette is $500 on eBay. What? Which palette? Which one? I'm thinking of mine. I'll take the 500. What about Hourglass Smoke? This is like no sparkle. The color that you had me swatch. It's got a slight sheen. The palettes that I have that have the purpley browns are from Suku. But it's not like this is the only game in town. I will find you this color because I know I own it. This is a me color. Like when you get a purple taupe, it's magical. In fact, there's two. They were limited edition. Never mind. The one that I just showed you from Suku is a permanent palette, like part of their permanent collection. So if you want it, I can order it for you in my next order. I'm already going to pay it with $1 bazillion in tariffs. So this is a great color. Maybe we should all buy these palettes and then we can all go on vacation together for free. We'll just buy them all. You know what, Holly? The Modernist, this color, this matte is just like yours. Hold on. And this is permanent. And not $500. Do not pass go. I'm going to make a bath. Okay. This has a sheen, I'm admitting. But this tone from the Curator palette from Modernist, that top purpley brown minus the sheen is not $500. I get what you mean, though. You know what it reminds me of, though, a lot is Mink by Victoria Beckham. That's why I just picked up that other palette. Hold on. She put okay, solved. This color right here is how she kind of like put mink into this palette, the Victoria palette, and then I'll also show you the mink. But this has the sheen. And I'm going to go right next to it. This one and this one. But hold on, one more. Of course, it's on top because I love it. This is mink. Okay, it does have like a little bit of sparkle running through it, but the tone is good. So I just went right in between these. These two, this is the one from the Victoria palette. That's your color. And that's the one from the pot. I think we did it. I think we got darn close. I think your closest color-wise is this. And I think dollar-wise, this is probably your smartest little purchase. I cannot tell you how many smoky eyes I've made with this palette. And this palette is not a palette. It's just tiny little eyeshadow. I'm going to need like a bath. Okay, guys. Oh, you're welcome. It's so hard when you find that one color and you're not spending $500 on that. The swatches are you. I could swatch purple browns all day long. How do the VBB formulas compare to others like Byredo or the LA palette? I think that the Victoria Beckham pigments are strong. And I feel like these are thinner. You know how like Natasha Denona changed her formula from like a thicker to like a thinner formula? Oh, Holly, please. Anytime. This is that thinner formula for the most part, with the exception of the ones that have a lot of the real sparkly shift. The Victoria Beckham shadows are creamier and thicker, even though I'm not saying that they're thick, although if you really stick your finger in those pots, like you can get a lot of pigment. Her palettes, I think, are almost too dark right now. I liked them better before. This, I feel like, for a colorful palette for somebody who's color shy like me, like I'm looking at this right now and it's a lot like one of my favorite palettes from Suku. Let's see. This was winter like a year ago, and I wear this all the time. And I don't care. It's colorful and it is freaking gorgeous. And let me show you the one that came with it, because those palettes were my palettes of the year. And it was both of them for the same collection. Both of them from George, the one that's doing the next collection, which is why I'm so excited. Is this that 144? No. Oh my God. Now these you can find online, not for $500. This was the companion palette. So this is your purpley browns. This was his winter collection. I mean, could you just give me anything that I would want more? No. This is the end all be all, and this is my fun. And this brown right here, look at this palette. It's stunning. And this one, so pretty. Just so pretty. We'll have to see what he comes up with. I mean, really? Really? Oh, kind of reminds me of that Suku you have with the yellow in it. Oh, you know what? It reminds me of that too. The one from Holiday. Yes, you could make a look like that. Suku is worth it. The other palette that is out right now, that's S103, his palettes that he put out, this is the middle warmth that he did. These are still available. This is like the rosy colors. And this is the warm browns that he did. They always give you like a topper shade. And this is the cool toned. This is still available. And look at this bonus that you get. Hello. But these are so gorgeous. Like a cup of coffee with a little sugar on top. You could definitely do a look like that, Molly, for sure. The Cool palette is 03, and it's, if you go on the Selfridges website, you can look at it on there, or just like regular Suku website, even though like you can't really order from there, but if you know what it is, you can order it. This is why my son is going to have to buy a suitcase coming home from Japan. Do I have a link? A link for Suku? I can give you their email. I don't make anything off of them, if that's what you mean. Unless you order directly from Suku, which why would you? You would only order it when the shipping's for free. What is this? It's Suku.London .eqpuk.com. And no matter who takes care of you, they will go through WhatsApp for you. You give them your cell phone number for WhatsApp. They'll send you swatches. They'll compare it to colors. Like if you know something is like somewhere around the color that you want, they'll swatch it next to it. They'll give you blended swatches, unblended swatches, you know, anything you want. They are so nice. They are so willing to help. And they always give something away, like, you know, like gift with purchase, like when you buy during like these little sales. Here, like this came this last time. They always do something really nice. And this is just like one of those little like purse things. But when you open it up, it's like a cute little mirror. And like you could put like your lipstick in here and I don't know, grab your keys and go. Just cute. But they're very nice about it. They'll totally help. Cult Beauty does have Suku. Yes. They don't get every collection though. Like Selfridges gets a lot of exclusives, and they also are the ones that do the free shipping. I have ordered from Cult, but this was before the tariff, so I don't even know what it's like to order from them anymore. Free stuff is fun. Free stuff is fun. Anybody else have anything on their minds? That's a great palette, you guys. I'm looking at this, and this looks just like the Suku. I mean, amazing. So tomorrow night will be Victoria, We will be victorious, I hope, as long as my mail doesn't get fouled up. Because the Super Bowl's on Sunday. There's no way I'm going to be doing makeup that night. But we'll look at the purple palettes that I own, including one that hasn't been released yet from YSL. It's nice to be distracted. Your neck and back arthritis. Can I just tell you that the Theragun is like changing my life? Holly, go on Amazon and buy yourself one of those. I'm not kidding. It's so good. And also, red light, I think, is helping. Anything that you can find that's like for your face LED mask, you can put your hands in it. You can lay it on your neck. I mean, they're all like movable. And it doesn't matter what body part you're going on. You can do like red light is really helping, like more than medicine. You know, like the medicine just like makes me have like a stomach ache. You want to see the Victoria? I do too. Did some YouTubers not like the formula of the new one? Of the new Victoria Beckham palette? Or the Byredo? I haven't watched anybody's review, although I saw a little bit of Rebecca's and she liked it. I always trust her. She's touched everything. The funniest thing though, you guys, is that we never agree on complexion products, like ever. She loved this. She loved it. Who didn't like it? Who didn't like the Byredo? I don't think that the Byredo has ever been about being a standalone palette. From the beginning. I trust Rebecca too. She would never have somebody buy something that she knows is bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's just not that kind of person. And she's seen and touched so much makeup over the years that, I mean, she could do it in her sleep, you know, and you can tell by the way she talks about it. She's not a makeup artist. She literally evaluates product. I like listening to her. And then if I want to like look at 1,000 swatches, I'm going on Lexi's channel because the woman will just do it all right and nothing like me. Khaki sent it back. She wanted specific formula, I guess. It's not really her color story. I know she likes bibliophilia. She talks about it a lot. She's sending it back. Huh. This particular palette, I think, is very unique in that I feel like there is a shade that goes with another shade where one is textured, more textured looking, and one is more metallic looking. So you've got the sparklies and the shinies. Almost like the Patrick Ta one from last winter, the holiday one. You know how one of them was metallic and one of them was sparkly? Like that, but thicker. His formula is so thin. She's not a color blue and purple eyeshadow gal. No, she's a warm. She's like a yellow, orange, peach, warm tones. You can't not wear the it. I'm wearing the it. Oh wait, I wrote them a letter, you guys. I'm not kidding. It's a letter that I literally wrote because I was like, if somebody says anything about me saying like, oh, you know, with It Cosmetics, blah, blah. I wrote them like the nicest letter and was like, here. I mean, literally wrote like 1,000 million things because I was like, okay, I want to get in on the it. And they were like, we're so happy that you loved it. And that's terrific. And we can't wait till you try out the brush. Like, okay, I'm not spending $50 on it, but I'll buy your foundation again. Wait, Holly, did you try it? Did you try it? Are you in the club? I need to know. I need everyone to become an it girl. Your skin is going to thank me. You guys, it's wild. I don't understand it. I have stuck my thumb into pretty much everything tonight. It's so weird. You have it. You love it. It's your new favorite. I'm not kidding. It is that good. AI response from it, but cool, the product is good. It's so good. It's so good. And it's so inexpensive. And honest to God, it's like your everyday, like you could put it on in the dark. It's like the only product that I have besides I could maybe put on my Suku tinted moisturizer with nothing on. Maybe the Lisa Eldridge. But the it in the dark. I could be in pitch black. You got the same color? It's perfect. The Fair Cool 125. It's so damn good. Rebecca was like, I didn't expect it to be so cooling. And I thought to myself, I don't think of this as cooling, but I guess it kind of is. You swear your skin looks better after wearing it? I know. I've been passing on, I mean, you guys, we all have like expensive shit that we've bought. This is not expensive shit that we've bought. And I am telling you right now, I have been up to my ears, you guys, getting us ready for Korea. We're going to wind up taking a field trip to like Seoul because we have been paying way too much for no claims. And you guys are going to flip out when I start showing you the stuff that's coming. The only turnoff that I've personally had is that some of it's like very anime looking. The kid makeup, almost like that Hello Kitty spirit, but even more cartoonish. And it's just not my jam, you know? Like, I'm kind of in my, you know, a different phase of my life. There's a lot of very cutesy packaging. And yes, you don't wear the package. And yes, it's about the makeup and stuff. But I think it's going to be about the skincare. And if you buy anything right now, what I am loving the most is the Medicube. Oh, let me find it. Hold on. I don't want to tell you the wrong one. I can grab a link from this. Here. the right video? Come on. There we go. What is going on? Can't. Just making me crazy. I need a new computer. I really do. Why did we talk about Korean skin? Oh, here. It's the purple. Here we go. Here's the link. It is called it's the Medicube PDRN. That and the Dermatology Needleless Growth Factor Serum, the one, this one. Well, that really worked great. The second link is to the Dermatology Needleless Growth Factor Serum that is vegan, and it is changed my skin. These two products I'm feeling so good about, both of them. The dermatology one is not from Korea, but it's awesome. If you're looking for like a growth factor serum that's not like $1 million, you can get it. Go on like Penn Smith's skincare. She always has like a 20 off on it. They have it at Ulta now though. So if you want the points, you can go through them. And the Medicube, I bought the masks also. I'll let you know how those go. But that Medicube serum is fantastic. Love it. It's like barrier friendly. Studying up on the K-beauty. Are you excited to learn more? And me too. It's just, it's so good. All right, guys, we're hitting the 3-hour mark. I'm going to go hydrate and watch The Pit. My Thursday nights are like, I can't stand it. It's a show that I need to binge, and I'm like, my sister hasn't watched any of them yet. And tomorrow she and her friend have plans because her friend's having a thing done to her knee. So they planned all day to like watch like a marathon of them. I'm so jealous. I have just discussed the Riedel 100 with people, and the girl that I was talking to about it said that her lips got really irritated from the lip one that she tried that had the Riedel shot in it. Like painful. So just be careful. It's supposed to be not great on the lips. But you know what? Lip injections, and I have had them before, are so painful. like, I think Botox is like a walk in the park and fillers like no big deal, but you get it in your lip and it's like your eyes water and you don't like that. All right, you guys, sending love to all of you. Let's do a little male dance. If for some reason the Victoria Beckham doesn't come into my house, we'll take the night off or we'll hang out. Doesn't matter to me. I'm here. So have a good night, everyone. Go watch some TV and snuggle up in my Lola blanket and wish that I was where Lisa is right now with 72 degrees. And I'm sending extra love to Felice because her dad is going through a hard time right now. Love you guys all. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Good night. Night.